Welcome to a special edition of Love Island About Last Night, where I sit down with one of my favourite islanders from this series, who's best known for the cuddles, hugs and bucket hats. It's Chugs!
Thank you very much for having me, great to see you.
Thank you for coming. Now, let's just get straight to it. We need to spill the tea.
Yeah.
You and Sharon. Now, I hear you've had a cheeky snog.
Is that what you've heard?
That's what I've heard, and I think it's what I've seen, actually.
I don't think it's what you've seen. I don't think it's what you've seen. No, we met up for dinner the other night, and I was late, so she ordered like 4 tequila shots, and then we just went bar to bar, like on the King's Road. We had a great evening, met up with some of my friends afterwards as well.
Would you have coupled up with her if you'd had the choice?
It's funny, because we were talking about it when we were with each other. She was the person I probably spent most time talking to and getting to know in there. And she's a lovely girl. I don't know, it would have been, I don't know, going back in there, I'm not sure. It would have been between her and maybe Chloe, Libs, if Jake wasn't there.
Oh, so there's a long list.
Yeah, there's a few,
Basically all of the girls. Now, I've also heard a rumour that you've been hanging out with the lovely Lucinda since her departure.
Yeah, I met Lucinda the other day with Aaron. They're doing bits and bobs around London. I was painting my new flat, so I picked her up. She watched me paint for a bit, and then we went around to my cousins and we went out for some dinner.
Oh, no. How does Brad feel about that? Because we know Brad's got quite a soft spot for her.
Yeah, he's got a soft spot for her. I'm seeing them later this week. I don't know how he feels about that, but we did actually FaceTime him when we were all together, and it was all smiles.
Oh, that's nice. So everyone's all friends
Yeah,
together.
it's massive friends. Yeah, massive friends group.
Now, someone I wanted to ask you about was Jake, because I remember you saying that you thought you'd click with him best, but it didn't quite play out like that on screen.
Yeah, so the thing was with that is, it's less like his personality, more what I thought he'd be like. I've got a friend at home that I play rugby with, and he's from West Country. He's like Jake, same accent, like a jokey guy, like stocky, short. And I literally just saw my mate in him. And then when I got in the villa, like he just didn't have as many, like he'd never played rugby before, like doesn't know anything about it, like doesn't know anything about like animals, conservation stuff. So like conversation just wasn't as flowy as I thought it would be. But he is like a proper lovely guy.
So who was a guy you kind of had the best banter with in there?
Oh, I loved Liam, honestly. Like, I'm so gutted to leave Liam behind. I could see me and him having like a good bromance. Yeah, he's definitely my type of guy.
He seems lovely. Also, someone who is lovely is Kaz. She was the villa's sweetheart, but what's happened is now she's suddenly found herself in the bottom 3 girls. What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's a funny one that I'm a bit confused by. I think it's just like maybe lack of screen time, or she's just like the most infectiously lovely girl.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone like her. By far, like the nicest girl on there. And I don't know why she's like sort of struggling. I don't know why the public are doing that to her. Maybe because she hasn't found that one and she's going back and forth with Tyler.
I think it was the Tyler thing and how she treated Matt, that she'd been treated quite badly by a few people, and then she almost replicated that behaviour.
Yeah, she sort of just dropped Matt, and I thought that was a bit surprising, because Matt seems like such a sweetheart as well.
Yeah, he's
and then
super
Tyler's
cute.
a bit more playboyish.
I'm a bit nervous for Kaz. I think if she stays with Tyler and sort of survives that vote, I think the public are just gonna not see this side that you're telling us, is there.
Yeah, well, hopefully Tyler can bring it back out of her again and see some more smiles.
Now, someone who is my favourite is Toby, and let me tell you why. Because he keeps learning, he makes his mistakes, and I almost feel quite maternal towards him because he is growing in there. What was your kind of, take on Toby when you were...
So like, Toby and Jake together are just like the class clowns. Like they're running about all the time with their little phones, videoing each other, doing dances,
Oh, I love
catwalks. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because when I was in there, he was coupled up with Kaz, so it was like Kaz, Toby, Liv and Jake all doing these silly things. I was like, mate, we're on camera, you don't need to be videoing. And they get back into bed with each other at night, Jake and Toby, like giggling at what they've been doing in the day, like looking at their phones.
I love that because we don't get to see some of those magic moments that happen. It's
Yeah,
always connected to the drama.
They're just giggling, those two together. Ridiculous.
Now, you walked in with Liam as a bombshell. I know
Did.
you've just mentioned him. What do you think his chances are with Millie? Because I know they've only just got back together. Is he trustworthy? Please tell me, and my poor heart can't take them breaking up again.
I think for the rest of this journey, he's going to be trustworthy. But he is 21, and he's just come back from doing a year in like Ocean Beach, Ibiza,
Right.
So like he's used to the girl attention, and like I don't know, he's just so like he's like a puppy, so excitable.
Yeah.
But I do think him and Millie are really sweet together, and I'm definitely rooting for them.
Do you think they could win?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
I think Millie is actually overtaking Kaz and the people's favourite.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now, what's the best bit that happened to you in the villa that you think didn't air?
Best bit that happened to me that didn't air. Well, when I was in there, a lot of it was following me around because it was sort of between Bombshell coming in, who are we going to like talk to, and
Yeah.
then Rachel fighting out with Brad. So a lot of what happened with me, I was airing. I had some nice conversations with the lads by the pool and stuff, and a few more with the girls. That would have been nice to air. We had quite a nice friendly conversation with all the boys gathered around. We were all talking about at home and what we want to do after. So like Jake wants to start an Italian restaurant.
No way.
Yeah.
Can he cook?
He can't, no, he can't.
I don't think he could
But
he?
he says he likes the food, and that's all that counts. So.
Well, enjoying it's one thing, but I think making it is another thing.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be in the kitchen. He'd be front of house, I reckon.
So what is the most X-rated scene you witnessed in the villa?
I'll tell you what, I didn't witness this, but I was told about it after I left. So when I got booted, Brad and Rachel were obviously in there together, they coupled up and shared a bed. And I've heard that Brad was requested to give Rachel a big spank before they got him.
Ooh. That is very interesting because we don't get to see all those.
No,
on
apparently
TV.
it was a big old noise and everyone was like looking over.
Can you hear a lot of noises in the bedroom? Is it a bit awkward?
Yeah. Well, Liam was like, I was sleep talking, and then there's the odd snorer. Some of the girls snore, and then you can smell where Jake's sleeping when you walk out to go to the bathroom.
Oh no! We have got a very exciting quick fire round for you.
Go on.
You've got to choose between these two.
Okay,
Are you ready?
hit me.
Iced coffee or cheese toasty?
Iced coffee.
Split the bill or pay the bill?
Split the bill.
Fake lips or fake boobs?
Fake boobs.
Hairy arms or hairy legs?
What would I look?
On a girl.
Hairy arms.
Blondes or brunettes?
I
Say brunettes.
go brunettes. I said blondes far too much recently.
Hugo or Jake?
Hugo.
Faye or Liberty?
Libs.
Shannon or Rachel?
Shannon.
Dinner and drinks or Netflix and chill?
Dinner and drinks.
Text or voice notes?
Text. Hate voice notes.
And the final one for you is, you win the 50k, split it or steal it?
Yeah, you got to split it, haven't you?
That's good to know. Thank you for enlightening us with some Islander inside knowledge, Chugs. We'll be back with all things Love Island tomorrow. See you then.